looks like they're getting it under control more and more. They're getting it more and more under control. So I think that's a problem that's going to go away, but we lost almost 1,000 points yesterday on the market, and that's something, things like that happen where, and you have it in your business all the time, had nothing to do with you. It's an outside source that nobody would have ever predicted. If you go back 6 months or 3 months ago, nobody would have ever predicted. But let's see, I think it's going to be under control, and I think I can speak for our country. For our country is under control. But again, we do business with a lot of other countries. We take care, we work with other countries. We want other countries to be happy, healthy, and well. They've got to be happy, healthy, and well. It's very simple. And so let's see how it all works out, but I think it's going to work out fine. I hope so. We're working very hard. We're spending a tremendous amount of money also on, we just asked for $2.5 billion on getting everything ready just in case something should happen, and also helping other nations that really aren't equipped to do it. So with that, it's an honor to be with you, and if you'd like to ask some questions and find out how much you should invest in the United States of America, I'll tell you exactly where to invest and how to invest. We just did a lot of business with India where they're buying $3 billion worth of helicopters, great helicopter. We have helicopters we make the best military equipment in the world by far. And, the Prime Minister actually said if you were president 30 years ago, would have all your equipment. But they started buying many years ago from another nation and others, and now they're starting to buy from us. So that's an honor. But we're up to a pretty high number. We'll be up very quickly to a pretty high number. And we do make by far the best, and they want to have the best. So that's what we do. So thank you all very much. If the press wants to stay for a couple of questions, we're going to be having a news conference at 5 o'clock. So you can go to that, or you can stay and hear some of these questions.
एक बार फिर से रुक कर लेते हैं। राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप इस वक्त मीडिया से मुखातिब हैं। सीधी लाइव तस्वीरें सामने आ रही हैं।
Very good. You've done a great job. So when are the bids due? When are they due?
We are told sometime around August.
How many vans is it that you'd be making?
About 180,000.
Wow, that's a big business, isn't it?
When we were told that the postal service vans are actually they're the right-hand drive.
Right, that's right.
They're diesel. So guess who makes right-hand drive diesel vehicles? Well, that's all Indian automakers.
Yeah.
That's why we're very
Good. Well, good luck. That's great. That's good luck. Yes, sir, please.
My name is part of
Yeah, good.
We've invested almost $500 million in the pharmaceuticals, very sophisticated things like nuclear medicine, allergy. We are present in 22 states, almost 2,000 people. And the other thing that we are doing is starting drug discovery in America for oncology. That's a biotech venture for new drugs, especially for therapy.
Right.
There are very limited drugs available.
Right.
So my question to you is, mainly on the healthcare side, how do you see for companies like ours coming in from India, setting up manufacturing plants in the States?
All right. Healthcare is very important. The Republican Party, I will tell you, and we haven't been talking about it. We've been doing. We got rid of the individual mandate, which was a disaster in Obamacare, which really ended Obamacare. We're now taking the shell of Obamacare and really running it well. I had a choice. I could run it well or I could run it poorly. Then everybody would be upset and they'd blame President Obama. We decided to run it well, but would like to terminate it and put in great health care. We can do that. When you look at single payer, when you look at what Bernie Sanders and others want to do for the Democrats, it will never work because they're never going to be able to do it. It's not going to work, number one. Number two, it's not going to be good, even if it did work. And it's totally unaffordable, which for you would be a big problem. And I happen to think I've been pretty good at markets. The fact that they are even looking like they're in the hunt, I think drives our stock market down. Now, when we win re-election, I think we will. When we win, I think the market's going to go up like it's going to be like a rocket ship, like last time, but even more so. I think the fact that the Democrats are so radical, so out of control, they honestly what they're doing. You see what's happening. They want to tell you about health care, and yet they can't count their own votes. In fact, now they're even saying that if you look at Nevada, that's all messed up with a vote count, and some of them are questioning the votes. But certainly Iowa I've never seen anything like it, and I've been watching politics for a long time, been involved in it now for a while, and I've never seen anything like it. So, but I think the fact that there's an election coming up, I think, a lot of people think we're going to win the election. I feel we're going to win the election because what we've done for jobs and for the military, for the vets, what we've done for health care, is incredible, including giving options to Obamacare at a far less cost, a cost that's much less. But if you look at all of the things that we've done, rebuilding our military, the biggest tax cuts in history, regulation cuts, that brought all you people. That's why you're in the United States, and then you're very happy, and you're going in with more. But I think until the election is over, people are, and it's not just Bernie Sanders, it's others, too. I think if people thought that there was a real chance of them getting it really is going to keep the market down. Now, the market's been up 70, 80, 90%, depending on your definition of, you can look at about 16 different definitions, but the country's been incredible. It had one bad day, that was yesterday. Futures are up today a little bit. But if you look at what we've done in terms of the percentage, even taking 1,000 points off, the numbers are incredible. If the other side had gotten in, I think it would have been 50 or 60 points down from where it was. Because the big thing, again, these regulation cuts, they were going to put more regulations on you. You were being strangled, whether it was Keystone Pipeline, Dakota Access Pipeline, 48,000 jobs between the two of them, so many other things. I mean, nothing was getting done. Nothing was going to be built. It would take you 20 years to get a highway approved, a small highway. Take you 20 years to get a roadway approved. And it was out of control. We have that way down. That number is way, way down. And they may not get approved because if it doesn't work from a safety standpoint or an environmental standpoint, we don't want to get it approved either. We're not going to let them have it approved. But it's going to end up taking 2 years, and we're trying to get it down to less than that. And if it doesn't work, at least you're going to find, how about working on something for 21 years and you find out that it just got rejected? So half of your working life, of course, nowadays with people retiring so early, it's more than half, right? But half of your working life, you're trying to get an approval. And then after 20 or 21 years, they reject you. We reject 3-2. That happens. So we've done a real job. But I think that, frankly, until the election is over, our market, it's phenomenal, but our market will jump thousands and thousands of points if I win. If I don't win, you're going to see a crash like you've never seen before. I really mean it, too. It's okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm P.K. Goenka from Western Group.
Great.
Invested around $400 million.
Yeah.
And we get around 1,500 jobs.
I actually follow you guys, what you're investing.
And thank you very much for clearing the Keystone Pipeline.
Yep.
That was a great thing. Immediately once you become the president.
Right.
And all the pipes are manufactured in the U.S.
That's right.
It's a big thing.
That was one of the things I said, right? I put a little note in handwriting. You have to make the pipe in the USA, right? On the bottom. They said, sir, this will take 2 weeks to get. I said, no, it doesn't. You have to. Now, we had a little problem because they already bought the pipe, right? And that was a little bit, unfair to them, I thought. So we had to sort of let them do what they had to do. But they had bought much of the pipe. And Dakota Access Pipeline was already built, except for the one river area that I freed up for them. So it was great. Well, that's good. So is that what you do?
Yeah, and we are really like at home, absolutely, and after all your expert and reforms, it's really a big thing.
Thank you very much. That's very nice to appreciate. Thank you for the investment. Yes, sir, please.
Mr. President, congratulations. You're doing an outstanding job in terms of developing the economy and the world too. My name is Mohan Reddy. I represent a company called Sai, a technology company, but more broad sense from the technology industry perspective. This industry has gone through a tremendous amount of transformation. They're now making a large investment in the U.S., hiring a large hundreds of thousands of people.
राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के साथ हिंदुस्तान के जितने भी सीईओ थे उनकी बैठक चल रही थी जो खत्म हो गई है। अब उनके सवालों का जवाब दे रहे हैं। एक बार फिर से सुनते हैं सीधे अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति को।
Apple's bringing in $350 billion, and they're building plants. Just left one. They just opened one in Texas I just left, and they're building another one, and a lot of things are happening, great things. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you. Yes. Great. Great job. I know what you've done. Great job. Thank you. So I want to thank you. Go ahead. Let's go. I was just going to say, get out of here, but everyone wants a question now, huh? There's a young, brilliant businessman. Go ahead.
President Trump, thank you for the opportunity. I'm Ritesh. I run Oyo Hotels. It's a young startup.
Good.
In the last 6 years, we've grown to become a leading hotel chain worldwide. We came into the United States less than a year back. Our aspiration was across the U.S. there are lots of small hotels which can do with better technology, better investments,
Sure.
run by various communities. In the last 8 months, every day we've opened one hotel in the United States. We now manage over 330 hotels.
Right.
Invested over $300 million in the US. But over the couple of years going forward, we expect to invest another $2 billion in the United States. We brought close to 8,000 jobs. And we're signing a pledge with Ivanka soon that will bring hundreds of thousands of more.
That's fantastic.
Across Texas, Louisiana, North Dakota, and so on.
Is that where you invest, those areas? That's where you put.
Across the United States, but these are the states where we are the most.
So how many hotels do you have right now then?
313.
That's fantastic. That's,
Worldwide over 40,000.
that is really great. I actually know of your company. Not such a small company, by the way. Good job. Thank you very much. Please. Go ahead. Yes, okay. Well, we'll do one and one, okay? Go ahead. This one is a big one, right? This is a big guy. This is a big player. Go ahead. I know him very well. I've seen him on enough covers. I should know him, right? Go ahead. How's it going?
Thank you, Mr. President. I know that since you became the president, you saved the steel industry in the United States.
That's right.
Has been the big lesson for the rest of the world. And how to support domestic manufacturing. And this is what we expect the other countries to learn. That they should support domestic manufacturing. Like China, they support domestic manufacturing to down to steel in the world. So we have to address China's overcapacity issue, but I must thank you for what you have done for the steel industry, what you have done for the tax reform, what you have done for the rules, regulations. I've never seen the extent of ease of doing the business what we experience in the United States anywhere else in the world. So I must congratulate you for creating an ease of business ecosystem,
Yeah.
and that is what you have brought to